Hello everyone, it is Ken Chrysler here, and welcome to another episode of FLH. We are finally at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and Newson is in big trouble. Because first, he has the Intercontinental title. And then, he has the World title. If he loses the World title, he'll have to participate in the Rumble. So this is not looking good for Newson. It is not, and of course he's kicking things off with Bobby Bacharach, who requested a steel cage match. And of course the first title up for grabs is going to be the Intercontinental title. So Bobby's going to be the first one. Of course Jasper gets a shot at the World title, and Bobby gets a shot at the IC title. So this is going to be crazy. And, of course, our main event will be the Rumble. So expect some unexpected returns. You might see some new faces. You also may see some people that you thought were gone. We don't know what's going to happen. There's all these rumors speculating. Don't listen to the rumors. Don't listen to the rumors. But first, Newson has to survive these back-to-back matches. And they were going to suggest a one of those gauntlet things, and the Board of Executives said that would not happen. So Newson did get out of that. So he gets to refill his health at the end of this one no matter what happens. But yeah, it's going to be a tough night for Newson, especially if he loses the second one. If he loses the second one, he's going to be participating in the third one. So it'll be a triple situation, just depending on his performance here tonight. And of course, he's taking on Bobby. So Newson versus Bobby will be our kickoff of the night. And it is the IC title. Of course, Jasper has challenged Newson to an Extreme Rules match. So, yeah. It's a little hectic here for Newson. And I'm wishing him the best of luck, because if they win, we're going to be in big trouble. Because then they have, what's the word? Leverage. If they have the titles, they have leverage. And a big revolution is coming, whether they want to realize it or not. It's happening behind the scenes. People are sick and tired of this management. And this management has been horrible. And Newson trying to get Bobby out of the way. Of course, 30 people will be participating, but we don't have that many on our roster. So that means there's going to be some comebacks. There's going to be some people trying to make a name for themselves tonight. Maybe some independent talent that we don't know about. I mean, there's all kinds of things can happen. People are saying people are going to come back from the dead tonight. I don't know about all of that, but we'll see, because anything can happen on here. And Bobby going for the pin, and not even a one. And Bobby using the strikes here. And look at Newson going after Bobby. And Newson, what a perfect move there. And that is how you got to get Bobby. You got to keep him down. And a kick out there by Bobby. So Bobby's still alive. This is 2 out of 3 falls. And look at Newson, just the athleticism. And if he can somehow, if he retains both tonight, it would be legendary. It would be legendary. Newson's been on a legendary run with the world title. He's had the world title since 22. So that's historic already. It's probably the longest reigning world champion ever. But everything could disappear tonight if he's not careful. Because he is going up against Bacharachs, and Bacharachs are extremely dangerous. And look at Bobby throwing in some strikes. And Newson's trying to make a comeback here. It's been pretty even. I mean, Newson's had some really good moves. He's got that really clean sweep there. And he's got to just keep this guy down and not waste all of his, even though he's going to be, filled up to 100% after this. There's the mentality of facing 2 men in one night. That enough could really break you if you're not careful. And look at this roll-up by Bobby. Oh, what a sneaky roll-up. And he only gets a 1 out of it. And he's facing both brothers back-to-back. This is crazy. This is unheard of. And look at Newson here, and a good counter there by Bobby. And Bobby going for the pin. And a kick out there by Newson. So Newson is still alive. And oh, what a counter there by Bobby. And that's a bad news for Newson. That was a counter on a finisher. And Bobby Bacharach just hit that pedigree. And Newson's in danger here. And Bobby is going for the point, and he's got it. Oh, my goodness. That is not good. That is not good for Newson. So a good start for Bobby. Bobby's going after that leg. And Newson just made him bleed. I mean, Newson's had big comebacks before. Do not count him out of this. He's really good at what he does here. I mean, he's been world champion since 22 of Mania. So he kept it the whole time, 23. And he's kept it over halfway on 24. So that's just an impressive resume. Now, he hasn't always had the IC title, which is not as important. But it is not looking good here. And look here. Bobby continues to try to weaken Newson. Newson's extremely fast. So by going after his legs, that's going to put him at a disadvantage. And Bobby is the brains of the operation. That's for sure. And Jasper's the physical strength of the operation. So these brothers combined in one night, it's going to be tough. They can be defeated, though. They have been before. Newson and mentally beat him. I mean, the Freak Nation beat him. They're not invincible. And look at Newson. What a delivery that was. And Newson really needs to tie this up. And what a beautiful move there. And Bobby's in trouble. And Newson's making a comeback. So 1-1. And look here. And a spine buster. Oh my goodness. Perfect timing by Bobby. And he's going for the pedigree. Oh my goodness. This does not look good for Newson. And he just lost the Intercontinental title. And the brothers officially have 1 out of 2 of the titles. Now this one's not as important, but it's still a blow to the rebellion. And I am going to have to... Newson's walking up the ramp. He's frustrated. He's got another match, though. Hey, buddy, you got to get with it. You have got to get with it. You only have until Jasper's entrance. Let me wipe the blood off your face. You got it. You got to keep your head in the game. You lost the title, but it's the Intercontinental. It doesn't matter. You got to make sure that this buffoon doesn't take the world title, because that's the title that matters. You got to get your head in the game. You're better at this than I am. I'm better on the mic. You're better in the ring. But you have to get your head in the game. He outsmarted you. He outsmarted you. This guy is not going to be able to outsmart you. You got to be physically stronger in this situation. You lost the Intercontinental. You cannot lose the world. You cannot lose it. So get your head in the game. Okay? I'm giving you a good pep talk. I know you're better than I am, but, you need to hear some words of wisdom. And I got the words of wisdom. I do. I mean, look at this goof. He's giving you time to rest while he's waving his arms around like a plane. Okay, Newson, get out there and destroy him. Finish this. And here we go. So 1 title has been taken, and now Newson must defend the world title. Things are getting intense here. They are. The world champion is here. He's already lost the Intercontinental. But it's all up to him whether he's going to lose the world or not. And he's going to have a competitor. Because, Bobby outsmarted him in that first match. I think he used the steel cage as an advantage too. So Newson couldn't do all of his moves because Newson kind of has a strategy. But now the world title is on the line. That's right. So whoever loses this is going to be in the main event. At I believe it's going to be position number 3 that they'll have to be in. We don't know who number 1 and number 2 is going to be. It could be one of the first eliminations on Rumble spots. could be number 2. But we have no idea who number 1 is going to be. We kind of have an idea of where certain people are going to fall, about 12 out of 30. But the other 18, we have no clue. Well, technically 13 out of 30 if you count the loser of this match. Because we know they're going to be probably number 3. And Jasper is ready. I mean, it took him like 2 minutes to get down to the ring. He gave Newson some, time with me so I could, give him words of wisdom. Because sometimes you need to hear from me. I give great advice. I do. I know I'm not as good in the ring as Newson, but I give great advice. And we got Newson versus Jasper as our second match. And, of course, Newson is... Oh, man. This is not... And that's that mental game that Bobby has already done to him to really destroy his momentum. Now, his health bar gets filled back up because they wanted to make it where it couldn't. And the Board of Executives said, we'll shut down the whole show if you do that. So they agreed not to do that. But Newson's confidence, his momentum has definitely decreased. His mentality has decreased. So those factors are still in play. And Newson has a kendo. He might be ticked off, though. Yeah, because he's going to punish Jasper because he's upset with the first match tonight. Did not go his way. And, yeah, Jasper might get the worst of Newson. And look at Newson here. What a move. And uh-oh, here comes Jasper, though. And Jasper's extremely crazy, extremely dangerous. He is the physical strength of the brothers, and Bobby is definitely the mental strength. There's pros and cons to being both. Being one of the two. There's definitely pros and cons here. And look at Jasper sweeping Newson. And come on. Wow, he got a 2 out of that. Oh my goodness, this is not looking good. If he got a 2 out of that. Come on, 2K. What are you doing? A 2 from that? And Newson. And what in the world? Is that like a light? We got new weapons or something. Oh my goodness. Might have been a kendo. And look at Newson go. He has had enough of these games. And he is just taking all of his anger out on Jasper. Punishing him. Didn't get far with that, but still has definitely rattled Jasper. Jasper was going in here too confident, waving his arms around, and I don't think it's going to be as easy as he thought. Bobby did get the upper hand. You have to remember, Bobby did counter a key finisher to get that pedigree, to get that point. So he made a good counter, and that's why he did as good as he did. I don't think he's better than Jasper. Oh my goodness, this is already out of control though. Extreme rules here. And Jasper going for the pin. And not even a 2. And Jasper stepping on Newson's fingers. So things are getting rough here. And He's going to continue to do it to punish his opponent. That's his mentality. He's more torturous. You know, Bobby's more psychological warfare, and which we saw what he did with G, turned everyone against G. But Jasper's more of a torturous, brutal type of person, and he did not go for the RKO there, but look at this. And look at this. Oh my goodness. And Newson definitely felt that one. And a kick out there by Newson. Wow. And another guitar. Quit wasting the guitars. Goodness. I got to be honest with you. I don't know how many times we've told, had in our HR meetings to stop breaking guitars. And they just, they're not going to listen. Someone can use that. Some inspired musician that wants to be the next Garth Brooks or the next Toby Keith could really use that guitar as a donation. But, they don't care. And look here, the RKO reversed by Newson. So Newson gets the counter, and that's big. Jasper seemed to have the upper hand, and things backfired for him. And Newson has had some of the toughest opponents. Blue Neck. He's had Jamarcus, Beige Cowboy. All kinds of people. The Freak. Oh my goodness, we have a door. And oh my goodness, Jasper just threw a door. How did we get a door underneath? Must have bought it from Lowe's or something. I don't know. Threw a door on Newson's back, and then it almost hit Corey Graves. Or whoever's... No, it's not Corey. Corey's on the other end. But the water bottle's still good. At least one of the waters is. That's the last thing I want to hear is people complain about water bottles. You would be surprised what happens behind closed doors. Those guys are very arrogant. They're extremely arrogant. I'm a humble person. I'm not arrogant at all. I'm extremely humble. I mean, those guys, they always demand front row, like they want ringside. It's like, who do you guys think you are? And another guitar broken. And another musician's dream is over. Some kid that could not afford a guitar that was the next big singer will never get to play it. And Newson, perfect move. But can he get the points? That's what matters the most. And still not good enough. So Newson's going to have to continue to keep Jasper down. I mean, he got that great counter, and he couldn't get a point out of that finisher, but, he's keeping Jasper on the mat. And I don't know if he's planning. Look at it. Oh, well, he tricked me. You tricked us, buddy. You tricked us. I thought you were going to go for something big there. And Newson is going to try to find something. What else are we going to find under here? Oh, why another guitar, guys? Come on. Newson, you should know better. That is not cool. How many guitars are underneath there? I mean, what is this? A music store underneath the ring? Like, what's going on? And Newson totally misses that one. And that was oh man, that is something you do not want to botch there. And once again, Jasper stepping on the fingers of Newson. And come on, guys, we paid the power bill. We paid the power bill. I don't want to see that. That's the warning that they give us when we're late on the bill. We're not late. You have so many to process, you just haven't gotten to us yet. And Jasper going for the pin here. And a kick out there, barely by Newson. And look at Newson here. Oh, man. Punched Jasper right in the jaw. And look at this. Perfect move. Perfect move outside. And a good pin combo. And he's got a point. And look at this. Yes. Yes. This is wonderful. If he gets this, he retains. And he does. He's going to WrestleMania with the world title. Wow. And somehow Newson survives again. He didn't survive the IC title match. I think he got outsmarted on that. But he retains the world title, and that's all that matters to me. And now it is time for our main event. The Royal Rumble is officially starting now. And we don't know what to expect, but it's definitely going to be crazy. And who will be number one? Uh-oh. What is this? What in the world? Who is this? Oh my goodness! Mike has returned! Mike is here! Oh my. It has been over 3 years. And of course, the whole thing with people coming back in time definitely would have been the thing that brought him back. But Mike has returned. Wow. Over 3 years. And that is crazy. This seems to be like a younger version of himself, too. So this is interesting. At number one, the biggest surprise probably of this whole entire Rumble. Mike has returned. And everyone is in shock. Everyone's in a state of shock. Wow. This is unbelievable. And we're expecting returns, but we didn't expect something this big. I mean, there was rumors going around, but rumors are rumors. And Mike's return is just a miracle. And it's going to bring a lot to this storyline. And who's going to be number two? Wow, I am at a loss for words. And that's a game changer. And number two, oh wow, they're going to reunite. So the brothers from another mothers are going to reunite. And mentally seems excited. But of course he got, he's still participating in this, even though G did capture him. Wow. Incredible. Absolutely incredible what we are seeing here. So these two will reunite. And here we go. Mike versus Mentally. And despite, them being friends, they're not friends tonight. But I'm sure they're happy to see one another. And, yeah, with Mike here, that's a game changer. That's an automatic game changer. What's going to happen in the storyline? And, of course, you're seeing mentally, even though G captured him, but you're also going to see G in this. And here comes Jasper at number 3. We had to adjust that camera angle, so you may have noticed a little difference there. But Jasper at number 3, of course, just lost to the world champion. So if he wants to get another shot, he's going to have to work his way all the way from 3. And I'm so happy for Newson, but I'm worried who's going to win this. Because I know there's going to be somebody, a couple returns that are going to be shocking, and who knows who's going to take it. We're expecting a handful of returns. And number 4 is Dimitri, which we knew he was going to be in the first 5, him and mentally. We expected because of Rumble spots. So we already know where 13 out of 30 are going to kind of fall. But this is crazy. I am stoked that Mike's here, but I wonder where the storyline's going to go that he has returned. And, yeah, that is shocking, and he's going right after Jasper. And is he going to win his brand back? And number 5 is Keith Cady. Keith Cady at 5. The giant from JEFF Productions. Keith Cady is an absolute beast. And Jasper. Mike got him. So Mike got him. There's not going to be any rematch clause after all. So we kind of knew that going in. And number 6 is the disgusting beige cowboy. Most disgusting human on the face of the earth. If you're wondering who he is. That's just a small detailed description of the many things that he is. And Mike gets rid of Jasper. So what's going to happen there between Mike and the Baccarat brothers? We'll see. I mean, after this, we're going to have 4 to 5 episodes left. And it's going to be crazy, whatever the outcome is. And number 7 is Strider Salvo. So Strider Salvo has returned. He did have some injuries. It looks like he has healed. Aliens heal different than men. So he looks fine, but he wasn't fine a few weeks ago. So Strider Salvo has returned. He's considered like a higher up on the alien, species. So Dimitri's kind of the low level peasant, and Strider Salvo's more of a higher up. So, and number 8 is Daniel the D. So Daniel is here. And we knew he was going to fall anywhere from 6 to 10, along with the beige cowboy. We knew that was going to happen because of Rumble spots. And what a nice takedown there by Dimitri. And, I mean, all these guys could definitely, the likelihood of them winning is very slim. And now we're getting Moss from the Erdos Viking Club. So, Moss is here. So, what a start. And only one has been eliminated. Jasper was eliminated. And, we figured he wasn't going to make it long. He's already taken damage. His ego's inflated because of the whole situation with Newson. And Strider Salvo is just pushing mentally out. Strider Salvo is going to be tough to get rid of. He is going to be absolutely tough. And Dimitri going after mentally. That would be a big elimination if he could get it. Dimitri definitely could use a win here tonight. The likelihood is not good for him now. And a lot of people are speculating, is Freak Nation going to take it? They got 2 spots, anywhere from 26 to 29. So that's a big deal. And Dimitri is finished. So he had no chance against Keith Cady and Strider Salvo, and mentally is done as well. So Mike continues on in this, and it would be a miracle if he can make it all the way, but that would be tough to do, and there goes Daniel. And there goes, I'm trying to see who it was. Oh, Keith Cady. So Keith Cady has been eliminated. He was going to be, I feared he was going to be a problem, and it looks like they really took care of him, but Strider Salvo right now is definitely going to be a problem. And Mike is just hanging in there. That's all he can do. And number 10 is Kong Chain. So Kong has returned. He is back. And he's number 10. You know how many people are excited that he returned? I'll give you a clue. Take the 1 from the 10. That's how many people. Because nobody likes him. Nobody. He has tenure. That's the only reason he's still in this thing. Anybody that was as bad as him, I mean, he has improved over the last couple of years, just a slight inch or something, but he's just, I don't expect him winning this, but we'll see how far he can go. You never know. Bobby Joe Warner is number 11. So Bobby at number 11. And Page going after Bobby, and Page and Bobby do not get along. They both consider themselves cowboys, but they do not get along at all. And 12 is Gory X. So, wow, he's coming in from the other brand. And the likelihood of him winning at this number is very slim. Also, his size is a disadvantage. But if he could win this, I mean, he could represent the other brand. That would be crazy. And, of course, he's going after Mike because he's a complete troll. And, of course, he takes down Mike. Of course. Happy birthday, Ugly. And, of course, Gory X takes care of Mike. I'm sure he loves that. I'm sure he's tickled to death that he got rid of Mike. And number 13 is Jamarcus Bubbles. Jamarcus is here. And another member of JEFF. And they have a big chance of winning this thing. They have had a lot of people early on, but you still have the babysitter, you still have Bobby. They still haven't come out yet, and we know they're both going to be in this. Even though the sitter's been technically captured, this Rumble is going to include everybody, including G. Because the whole idea of this thing is if you win, you have a shot at getting the title. If you have that shot, then you have protection. Because the board will protect you no matter who you are. So G winning this thing would be great for him. Because nobody would be able to touch him. Even though he's, and speaking of G, he's number 14. I'm not going to say his name. It's too long. It's just a hassle saying his name. And Strider tried to get rid of Page and didn't work out well there. So the Rumble's kind of like a, in the Continental, how John Wick's not allowed to do anything. like he's not allowed to take anyone out, even though he does in number 2. But the Continental is basically off limits for violence. That's what this pay-per-view is. So you're going to see people that don't like each other, but their main goal is to win this thing. And there is no teams here. And there goes Moss. So Moss has been eliminated by Jamarcus Bubbles. So he took down one of his own allies, even though they're technically not brothers like JEFF is. They're kind of working with them, but not, and Kong Chain going to try to hang on here. And number 15 is Lurtz Nick, which we knew was going to be anywhere from 11 to 15. And the Beige Cowboy is done. Thank goodness. So Newson will not have to deal with him. And Strider Salvo continues his wrath. And he is definitely the one to beat here. He's one of the biggest guys that's going to participate in this thing. So yeah, Mike coming back is a big deal. Because we haven't seen Mike in over 3 years after Project stopping. And of course, I'm sure the thing with the time machine caused him to come back. That's the only explanation. But it seems to be a younger version of Mike. So this is not, he would be in his 30s. This seems to be a way younger version. So this is going to be interesting with this storyline. And number 16 is Magnus. So the other half of the Erdos Raiders. And number 17 is Gorgie, which we knew would fall anywhere from 16 to 20. We knew he would be a part of that. And Gorgie is here. And there goes Strider Salvo, so Jamarcus takes him down. And Jamarcus would definitely be one that could pull that off. And he's going to be tough to get rid of. Because you saw what happened at SummerSlam. It took 3 men to take Jamarcus out. And right now, Magnus is trying to, and yeah, there's no hope for him there. And Kong Chain facing elimination. Can Bobby get rid of him? And yep. So Kong Chain's been eliminated. But he has returned. So expect him in these final 5 episodes. He probably won't be doing much, but yeah. Someday he might win something, And G is going after Bobby. And G's in this for one reason and one reason only. If he wins, he can get security from this win. So it is a good strategy. But he did not come in at a great number. It's not as bad as some of the other people, but we'll see how far he can go. And we've had people win at number 3, so anything's on the table. But most of the people that came in early left early. And number 18 is the Babysitter. So the Babysitter is here. And so weird. Such a weirdo. His whole backstory is extremely weird. An ally of JEFF. Of course, it looks like all the members of that crew have been out except for Bobby. So Bobby is the only one that has not arrived yet. I think everybody else has. I'm trying to recall everyone, but I think they're either here or they've been eliminated. And number 19, we have up-and-comer, new face, Tyler Allen. Tyler Allen. So we got a newbie. So I don't know who this guy is, but welcome. I'm sure we'll get to know him in the next few weeks. But Tyler Allen. And it looks like he's got an MMA background. Okay. That's cool. I mean, We'll see how he does. Imagine if Tyler Allen wins this. And number 20 is Nikon. So speaking of backgrounds, there's the boxing background. And the babysitter, look at G. Gonna put him back captive. So G with the takedown. If you're wondering about the prisoners, they've went back to prison. They're not coming back. So you will not see any of those degenerates in this match. And Tyler Allen going after G. We don't know anything about this guy. Could be the most friendly guy. Could be the biggest tool ever. We don't know anything about Tyler Allen. We just know he has a street fighting MMA background. And that's all we know about this guy. So he is a new person. And welcome to the roster. And there goes Jamarcus. So Bobby and Lurtz with the perfect elimination. Perfect double team on Jamarcus. And that's what you have to do. You have to double team him. And that is a big elimination. And it took two heavyweights to take him out. And I wonder how Bobby's going to do in this. He's very heavy. So he's going to be tough to get rid of. But who knows who's going to win this thing. And number 21 is Frey Erdos. The Viking is here. Ally with G, of course. And Frey Erdos, he's had a shot at Newson before, but he is a tough opponent. He is an extreme tough opponent. And Bobby has been eliminated. So Bobby Joe Warner is finished. And this is crazy. What we are witnessing here tonight. Two big returns already with Kong Cheng and Mike. And I'm sure we have a few more left. And Tyler Allen being the newbie of the 30. And number 22 is Janitor Jackson. Janitor Jackson at 22. The janitor is here. And I know people were mad about that I beat him. But he did have a good rumble spot. So 22 for the janitor. Will he make his dreams come true and main event WrestleMania? We'll see. I wouldn't underestimate him. He's a great opponent. He just couldn't handle me, obviously. And they said I used brass knuckles. I don't know what you all were seeing. You need eyeglasses, okay? Why would I have brass knuckles on? That's ridiculous. And 23 is Jacob Elijah Zombie at 23. And that is big. And Janitor Jackson eliminates Tyler Allen. So he does get an elimination, and Tyler Allen is done. And look at Lurtz going after Janitor Jackson here. And Tyler Allen done. So, he gave it his all. We'll see what he does with the storyline. I'm sure he'll be a contender in the mid-tier. And we'll see what he can do later on. But a debut there by Tyler Allen. And, oh, man, Gorgie just saved the janitor. He just saved the janitor. So very lucky there. Very fortunate. And this place is insane. It's insane. The crowd is going nuts. They love it. And Gorgie eliminates his former tag partner, Lurtz Nick. So Gorgie with a nice elimination there. And Gorgie would love to main event because he knows he can't beat Newson, but he continues to try as if he can actually do it. And, I don't think anyone's rooting for him except for himself. And maybe his mother. Probably not. Let's just be honest. His mother's probably not even rooting for him. And we'll see who's next. Oh my goodness. Another 3 years in the making. Crimson Ninja is here. Oh my. Wow. That is a shocker. So this storyline is going to get even crazier, and he takes down Janitor Jackson. Had no chance there. Wow. So everyone's favorite albino ninja is here. And he has returned. So he definitely came from the past as well. So 2 people that, we presume to be dead have returned. So that's crazy. And who else is going to come back? And 25 is Paul Weiss, Mr. Lucky. And he's lucky that he got this number. We'll see how lucky he'll be, though, in this. He's going to need all the luck he can get. And look at the double team. Not enough to take down Frey Erdos. And Nikon Jackson going after Gordon. I think G's been in here the longest. Of course, he really could use this win. I don't even think he cares about the world title. He just wants security. And a lot of people are upset with him on both brands after, that leaked phone call, which was very disturbing. But nobody, this is like a neutral zone, so nobody can have war here. We can only have this Rumble. And the Freak is number 26. So we knew the Freak was going to fall anywhere from 26 to 29. So is Mr. Black. And Freak Nation has a great chance of winning this thing. Looks like Jacob is finished. And, they're going to fall within the last 5. 2 out of 5 is going to be them. And Erdos, oh man, Paul gets lucky again. Paul and his luck. I am so sick of it. And Frey Erdos has been eliminated. And Paul takes him down. So just unbelievable. Shocking elimination. And I don't know what to say. He just continues. If he wins this thing, he's won before. So do not count him out. I'm going to say he's going to win this thing. So hopefully I jinx it. That's my plan. And 27 is Bobby Baccarat. Oh dear. Who has beat Newson. And look at this double team here. And Nikon is done. So Nikon Jackson had a great run there, but not good enough to survive. I mean, he came in at like number 20, I believe. So that was a pretty good pick. But he's going to stay in that mid-card zone. And we'll see who number 28 is, and it is the Blue Neck. So we kind of knew this was going to happen. He's been on the other brand, really no luck there. And now he has returned home at 28. And he's going after everyone in his path. Look at that reversal. Look there. Oh my goodness. Counters Gorgie, counters Paul. Just insane. And 29 is Mr. Black, so we knew he was going to be 29. The process of elimination there. And the question is, who's third? So we kind of have an idea. We still got to see number 30. But it's going to come down to these people. And Gorgie's been in the longest. He's had an impressive rumble here. And Crimson has been eliminated by Bobby. So who is going to be number 30? Who will it be? Oh my. Wow. That is the worst 30 imaginable. Vortox has returned. Oh my goodness. Wow. Unbelievable. And it's going to be one of these 7, which I think, and there goes Paul, thank goodness. I jinxed Paul. I jinxed him. So now we are down to 6. So one of these 6 will face Newson. I mean, what an event we've had tonight. And, you know, Newson surviving that second match. He did not survive the first one. So if Bobby could perhaps take this, you know, that would be all these guys except for Gorgie are a threat to the championship. You know, the Freak, he's a mixed bag. But everybody else is a threat to this championship, by far. And I'm worried. I know whoever wins this thing is going to be tough. Because obviously if you survive between these 6 people, you're definitely tough. That is a given. And Gorgie is finished. So he had been in the longest. Put up a great fight. But sorry, Gorgie. You're still not going to get that world title shot. You've had so many opportunities. And yet again, you are at the last in line. So we are down to 5. It's going to be one of these 5. And Vortox coming in at 30 was a big shocker. And, of course, Blue Neck at 28. Mr. Black at 29. Blue Neck has had a shot at the title, but you just never know with him. I mean, Newson has beat him, but he's known as one of the greatest of all time. So, and as for the others, Newson has beat the Freak. But he has not beat Bobby 1v1. And I don't think he's ever faced Mr. Black in a world title match or Vortox. So we'll see who takes this. Freak just got wiped out with that power bomb. Crazy power bomb there by Vortox, who is a beast. Absolute beast. You got Blue Neck here also. So this is going to come down to the wire. Who is going to main event WrestleMania? That's the question. And Vortox with the big boots. So Freak is finished. So we are down to 4. So that was probably the best pick Newson could have got out of the 5. But I figured he would not take it. It's going to be one of these 4, and it's going to be one heck of a main event. No matter who it is. You know, you got Mr. Black and Vortox who have not had a shot. And then you have... I don't recall Mr. Black ever having a shot. I know the Freak did. I might be wrong, though. I mean, Newson's destroyed so many people, I can't even keep track at this point. And, of course, you have Bobby, who defeated Newson tonight and outsmarted him. And then you have the Blue Neck, who is known as one of the greatest of all time. And, oh, come on. I know it's very exciting, but do not go out on us now. Please. You know, I know you guys are worried more about DLC. And there goes Mr. Black. So, he's out of the equation. We are down to 3 now. Who's going to take it? And Vortox Oh, he had an opportunity there. He did not go with it. And it's going to be one of these three. It's going to be a killer main event. I'm going to be like Rocky's trainer, Paulie. I'm going to start training Newson. Because whoever wins this thing is going to be a problem. That's already determined. I mean, the question is, who is going to be the worst of the three? I mean, I don't know, especially after tonight. Now, at first I would think Bobby wasn't, but... And there goes Blue Neck. So we are down to 2. Bobby and Vortex. It's going to be one of these two. And Blue Neck, I really wanted to see that again. That rematch would have been killer. But unfortunately, we're not going to see it. And it's going to be one of these two. Bobby is extremely smart. He may have found a loophole in Newson with that steel cage. A weakness, perhaps? I don't know. And Vortex is number 30, which is a death sentence. So... And look here. Big boot. He's got it. Oh, my goodness. This is like the worst case scenario. So, Newson, we're going to have to get ready. We're going to have to get ready. Because Vortex has returned. And he is going to WrestleMania. And this may be your toughest challenge yet. We have 3 episodes to prepare. Oh, my. This is devastating.